it's Isabel. Welcome to my channel. Today I am working on another layout for Scrap-lift Crafternoon, where a few friends and I get together and choose somebody in the community who has inspired us in some way. Today's layout is not a layout, but an actual card. It was created by Amy from With Love by Amy on YouTube. We thought that it would be really fun to almost challenge ourselves and see how we are inspired by cards. So, this is the card that was chosen, and I am choosing to be inspired by the window. Now, the window has 4 panels. I am going to choose 4 photos for my layout. These 4 photos, my nephew came to visit, I want to say 2 summers ago now, and he was so excited to show me his tricks, so I video recorded him while he was showing it, and I cropped that video into 4 photos to show the chronological order of his trick. So I'm going to get that on the layout. My title, I'm going to try to get it on the bottom as Amy did on her card. And my title is going to be Splashin' into Summer. As far as the background, excuse me, Amy has the 3 colors blended diagonally. I may do that on mine. I'm not 100% sure, but I did get this little nifty tool from We Are Memories Keepers. It is an airbrush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some colors from that, and I think I'm just going to create that diagonal design, but I'm not 100% sure if it's going to stay plain. I may do some stamping and some mixed media on it. But that's just an idea. I don't know where I'm going with it. However, I'm going to pop this in the corner so you guys can see where my inspiration is coming from. Again, it's not going to look 100% like it, but I hope you can still see where my inspiration comes from. Now, these photos I have cut down to 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, just so that I had enough room to get a little bit of embellishments around it, and then create a border so that I have that window frame look. But this is pretty much what the layout design in my head is looking like. Let's get that background designed and see how it comes out. Okay, you guys, so I'm starting with a plain 12 by 12 cardstock, and surprisingly, this tool is very easy to use. If you keep it at a fair distance, you get almost this like splatter speckle look, and if you get a lot closer or hold it in the same area for a longer duration of time, it'll come out darker. You could use it with stenciling. It's pretty neat. I wanted to just use the blue, but I felt like it was really light. It wasn't really showing as much as I wanted it to, so I'm gonna end up throwing some more colors into it. I think for the background I used light blue, dark blue, black, and yellow. Now, I wanted to throw in the yellow just because the pictures have a little bit of that like teal green in it, and I thought that adding a little bit of yellow would give me a cross green inside the specks. You can't see the yellow very much, but I didn't want to overdo it and mess it up. So I kind of let it be, and then I went over it again at the very end with the light blue, just because I felt like I was making it a little too dark. You could really see in person, you could see the pops of black and the dark blue. So I wanted to bring in a little bit more of that light blue since the photos carry a lot of the light blue. So definitely a thumbs up on the tool. I will be using it with some of my other crafts. Now, for the photos, what I decided to do to help them pop a little bit is just add a very thin white border around them. And I brought in this like water wave paper. It's from the Paper Studio. I believe I got it from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to create my like window frame with these papers. So I have the 4 photos that create the panel, and then I'm going to back them on it's almost like a off-white silver cardstock, and just cut that out in the square, and that's going to give me my trim. And then for the base of the border, I'm going to bring in that the water design paper, and I'm going to distress it all the way around. Now, I wanted it to have a little bit of dimension in a way, so I did pop the photos on fun foam, and then I added the wave paper and kind of curled the edges so that it would give me that dimension that's sitting on the page, and it wouldn't look flat, so it kind of looks like it is a window on the layout. That was what I was going with. I think I executed it. Let me know what you think. As far as the title, I went through my alpha stickers, and I found the perfect ones that I wanted to use, but I didn't have enough S's, and I didn't have enough M's, and it was a hot mess. So I just gave up, and I went to my Cricut and created the title. So the font that I used for it was Ashland's Alphabet Cursive, and then I just sized that to how I wanted it. I know that there is no G at the end of Splashin. That's because I wanted Splashin, but it didn't really come off that way. It almost just looks like a dot in the sky, but I get it. I understand what I was going for, and it's okay to me. But once I got it on the layout, I felt like it wasn't popping, so I brought in the Glacier ink from Close to My Heart, and I just inked the edges of it. And again, it still just wasn't giving me a good pop off the page, so I backed it with some black cardstock and just thin fussy cut around it to give that outline pop. Now, I probably could have just used the black ink and inked the edges, but I didn't think about that until after. But this is kind of neat because I have that black border, and then it has the Glacier, and then it's white. But I mean, it came out good. I'm not mad at it. What I ended up doing is popping that on some fun foam as well. I didn't like the way that it looked flat. And then I brought in a wave for the end of the title that came from Jolie's Boutique collection that I got. I think I got that one at Joann's. And then these circle stickers, they're almost like puffy stickers. Those are from Park Lane. I also got them from Joann's. I found them in the clearance section. And they're just little word phrases that I thought were neat, and they totally describe my nephew. He's amazing. And then I brought in some more of the Jolie's Boutique, the bubbles. I originally wanted to use, like, I have some water splashes, but I put them aside and they kind of got buried on the desk and I forgot about them. So I ended up using bubbles. It's okay. I still like it. I brought in these Tim Holtz word phrase rub-ons, and I'm going to put one just on each of the pictures just because I wanted to. I'm going to use Free to Fly, and then No Regrets, Smile, and what was that last one that I used? The last one, Limited Edition. So those are the four phrases that I used to describe the photos and my nephews. So overall, you guys, it came together fairly quickly. I kind of kept going through my ideas. I just couldn't pick one, and I'm happy with how this one came out. That's what matters. The middle pool day ephemera is from Simple Stories, the summer, what is it called? Summer 11 collection. It's just one of the ephemeras, one of the pieces from the ephemera pack. That one right there, just to match the title, I did it the same way. I did not ink the edges with the Glacier, but I did outline it with the black. I'm going to add some more bubbles, and just because I felt like I was bordering everything with black, I'm going to go in and border the whole layout with black. It probably wasn't necessary, but I like how it came out. Almost trying to convince myself, I think. But anyways, you guys, that is pretty much gonna be the whole layout. Thank you so much for joining me today and sticking around for my process. Don't forget to hop on the playlist in my description box and see how my other friends were inspired by Amy's Halloween card. Also jump on Amy's YouTube channel and check out all the inspiration that she has to offer there. But I'm gonna wrap this up and I'll catch you guys another time. So take care and have a wonderful day. Bye.